Hey guys, Joe Madden here of Pick Dogs. This is Puckin Crazy for Tuesday, April 26, 2022. I want to thank you guys for joining us here today. I will have Tony Brown coming in as my guest today to talk one of these games, see what his free pick is, and you guys definitely want to stick around for it. Tony has been absolutely crushing it on the NHL leaderboard and on all the leaderboards at Pick Dogs. So stick around, you guys. We got 13 games to go over today. Now, we did have that one game yesterday, which I just read the wrong way. The Flyers weren't able to come out and get it done. We saw the Chicago Blackhawks get a nice win at home. They were minus 135 closing on that money line, got a 3-1 win over the Flyers, so breaking that streak that the Philadelphia Flyers had over the Chicago Blackhawks. But let's look at today's games, you guys. Like I said, we got 13 games on the board. The season's coming to an end in the NHL. We have 5 games tomorrow, 9 on Thursday, 5 on Friday, 15 on Friday, and then one lonely game wrapping it up on Sunday before we get into playoff hockey here. So I caution you guys looking at the games on the board tonight to make sure you're looking at where these teams are mindset-wise, which is hard to get into. Especially the teams that don't have much to play for and the teams that like to play spoiler. So we're going to talk about a couple of those in these games tonight. Let's just quickly look at this card. We have the Detroit Red Wings taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now this kicks us off at 7 o'clock Eastern here, total up to 7 in this one. Maple Leafs, huge favorites at minus 476 on the money line here. The Detroit Red Wings plus 380 for them. Now at 7 Eastern, we also see the Florida Panthers taking on the Boston Bruins. The Bruins are coming in here as the dog at home at plus 100, minus 120 for the Florida Panthers, a total of 6.5. The New Jersey Devils and the Ottawa Senators face up, minus 145 on the money line for the Ottawa Senators, plus 125 for the New Jersey Devils, with a total of 6.5. 7 o'clock Eastern, we also see the Columbus Blue Jackets taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Columbus enters as a huge dog here at plus 330 on the money line, minus 417 for the Tampa Bay Lightning in this home game, and a total of 6.5. Now, one of the most interesting games on the board, I think, is the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the New York Rangers. Now, this total is at 5.5. We have 2 of the top defensive teams on the board here tonight facing each other. The Carolina Hurricanes coming in here at plus 100. The New York Rangers at minus 120. And again, the total of 5.5. The Edmonton Oilers and the Pittsburgh Penguins face off at 7 o'clock Eastern as well. The total is 6.5 in this one, with Edmonton coming in as the dog on the road here at plus 125. The Penguins minus 145. The last game in that 7 o'clock slot is the New York Islanders taking on the Washington Capitals. Now, the Islanders haven't been playing up to par as of late, on a losing streak here, plus 160 for them if you have faith on the dog, minus 179 on the Washington Capitals, and this total sat solid at the opening of 6. Now at 8 o'clock Eastern, we will see my Calgary Flames taking on the Nashville Predators. Calgary comes in here at minus 140. The Nashville Predators plus 120. This total is at 6. Calgary's pretty much cruising into the playoffs here, looking to still play hard, but this is one where the Nashville Predators really want and need this win. The Arizona Coyotes taking on the Minnesota Wild. Wow, we've got a money line that's completely disgusting at minus 600 for the Minnesota Wild, coming in here over the Arizona Coyotes. You guys, a total of 6.5 in this. There's still value to be had in this game. So stick around. I definitely will be talking this one. The Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars kick off at 8:30 Eastern. Now, Vegas has got themselves in a crappy situation for playoffs right now. They need this win tonight bad, and they need their next 2 wins badly as well, and they need a couple teams to lose. So I think Vegas has kind of shot themselves completely in the foot, but if you believe in them, it's a pick 'em tonight between them and the Dallas Stars, minus 110 and a total of 5.5. The St. Louis Blues and the Colorado Avalanche then kick off at 9:30 Eastern. Eastern. I'm excited for this game. I'm excited to see how St. Louis will come out. The Avs are kind of coasting into the playoffs, if you ask me. We got a total of 6.5. Colorado Avalanche coming in here at minus 169. The St. Louis Blues plus 150. The Seattle Kraken and the Vancouver Canucks kick off at 10 o'clock Eastern. We've got the Canucks here at minus 185, Kraken plus 165, and the total's gone from 6 to 6.5. And the last game on the board is the Anaheim Ducks are taking on the San Jose Sharks. Now the Sharks minus 135 here on the money line, plus 115 for the Anaheim Ducks, and a total of 6, you guys. So we're going to bring Tony Brown in, see which game he wants to talk, and then you guys know it. We'll go over the rest of these games, and we'll definitely go over what I'm liking for free picks in them. So let's welcome Tony Brown to the show. Hey, Tony.
Joe Madden, welcome back.
Thank you so much. It's good to be back here. And I just have to say, I love that hoodie that you're wearing. You're just representing both those teams of Vegas so strongly.
Yeah, I'm a hometown boy. I mean, we got the Knights and we got the Raiders on one side. They both live in the city. I support both teams. And, I had to get the dual hoodie. I couldn't pick, so I got them both.
I don't think you could have a cooler looking emblem together. It actually looks awesome. And that's coming from a Calgary fan and a Chargers fan. So I'll give it to you guys for sure.
Awesome. If you're a Calgary and a Charger fan, then I definitely believe you, because it's hard to even say the things when they're true. So I'm going to have to keep rocking this one for a while.
Absolutely, Tony. Now, we're coming to the end of the season. I can't believe we're getting to that point. Are you treading lightly right now in the NHL?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. I wouldn't say lightly, because we still have plays every day in the NHL. With still money to be made, but just not as many, and it's really hard to pick them now. Some teams have already solidified spots. You said that ridiculous line over there, minus 600. They're the better team. They should win. But are you going to lay $6,000 to win $1,000, 600 to win 100? That's not even a good bet. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like sometimes you just want to rear off and take the dog just because of that value on the money, but then they're a dog for a reason. You don't want to make donations. So it's just, I wouldn't say tread lightly, but the decisions have been getting harder and harder to pick a game.
Yeah, absolutely. So which one of these stellar games do you want to go over today?
Today, I'm going to go over the Knights game. This one would have been a premium for me, but, since I'm a hometown guy, I try to stay away from Dodgers, Knights, Lakers, because I always think they're going to win or whatever. So if I'm going to pick them, it's always going to be a free play or a parlay or just a lean, and that's definitely what I got today. The Knights, one thing about them, and even the line say so in this game, Dallas, all they have to do is close at home and win, you know what I mean? And they got this, but it's still a pick 'em. And so for my reason, I'm going to pick Las Vegas. One thing I know about this team, and this is from seeing them with my own two eyes, they're scrappy. Like, if you just had to put one word by it, it's scrappy. We've been playing without a lot of stars all season. We went to the Stanley Cup Finals in our inaugural season behind the 1 October stuff that happened out here. It's just a lot of heart with this team, and this is what it takes to win and make it to the playoffs. We made it to the playoffs 4 consecutive seasons, and I don't see why we won't this time. It's going to take a 3-game win streak. Literally, we cannot lose any games. And then it's like the NFL. We got to win. We got to have the Red Wings lose by 5. We got to have the total of this end and regulate. Like, it's a lot of scenarios, but the one thing we're not is out, and I'm not going to count us out. Look for the Knights to get the upset win. I mean, it's not even an upset because it's a pick 'em, but to me, anytime you're on the road and you're facing elimination and you beat somebody in their home ice that needs the game just as bad as you, that's an upset. So I'm going to say take the Knights for the upset pick 'em pick today, and that's my free play on the NHL.
Yeah, absolutely not Puckin crazy here. I saw the Vegas Golden Knights when they did come to Calgary in that blowout win that they got here. And Tony, I tell you, they looked just absolutely lights out playing here in Calgary. And that's a team I expect to hit the ice tonight. They know it is do or die, and they're going to bring it all tonight.
Yeah, they got to leave it all on the ice. This is like a playoff game. They lose, they go home for sure. So they're going to leave it all on the ice tonight. And then I think we're going to – I even like – now I'm into your world. I like the Knights in the first period. Like, we're coming in pissed off. We were 2 minutes away last night from a puck line victory that turned out to be a money line upset loss. Just wham, wham, just like that. Before you can even turn off your TV, they tied the game. We lost it in overtime. We had a overtime power play for the last 2 minutes of stayed and lost. So it's just like when I say you're either going to be rested or rusted when you have timeout. when you lose like that, you come in feeling sorry for yourself, or you come out pissed off. I think we're pissed off. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. 3 losses and we're out. So we're going to
Yeah.
take this one right to these guys. And I think we win the first period, second, third, and the game.
Absolutely. That first period, I just confirmed the odds on that. You're still getting amazing plus money at plus 184 for the first period on the Vegas Golden Knights. I absolutely love it. Another way I was looking at taking Vegas in this one was their team total over 2.5. We're paying a little bit of juice at minus 140. But if you're looking for a safer play in this one, there's no way I don't see the Vegas Golden Knights getting 3 goals on Dallas tonight.
Minimum. We have to score every period for sure. Like, they're not going to lay down for us. They need this game for a playoffs too. They just don't need it as bad as us. And they have a cupcake schedule for the last 2. So they still have ways to get in. I think that intensity that we bring to this game, 2.5 goals, that's a steal.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we know if Vegas does get down, they're pulling their goalie and they're going to make a game of this. There's no way they're sitting back and letting the Dallas Stars get a win tonight.
Right, and there's no way we win with 2 goals on the road. We got Thompson in there. You know what I mean? I'm no shade at him or whatever, but I don't think he's pitching a shutout. So we're going to need 3 or 4 goals to win this one.
Absolutely. Well, Tony, it sounds like we're on complete agreement with this game. It's going to be a good one. I will be cheering for your Vegas Golden Knights to get this win. I think they deserve it. I think they're a better team than their record really does show this season.
Yeah, they have to win too. Like, when they win, this makes this a really cool hoodie. If they lose, it just looks like a stupid costume. So I don't want to wear no stupid costume.
Don't wear a stupid costume, Tony.
Right, exactly.
What do you got for sale for us over at Big Dogs today?
We have a triple play today. I kept it simple. I took the MLB's best play, the NHL's best play, and the NBA's best play. You can grab them individually or grab them in a triple play and bang your bookie on this hump day.
I love it. That's really interesting to see that the Sharks or Dallas tweeted out at the Sharks, "Thank you for the other night." That's really interesting that the team did that there. I did not see that, but yeah, that's not good play for Dallas.
Yeah, that's cheesy. That's locker room material. You know what I mean? That's juvenile stuff. And they may have woken a sleeping bear, which they weren't even sleeping. They just poked a bear. So we'll see tonight. And then we'll be tweeting out some other stuff.
Well, all the best in all your bets, especially this one tonight, Tony. I hope it hits nicely for you.
Awesome. I'm glad you're feeling better. It's so good to see you again. And I'm glad to be back on the show. And good luck with your bets tonight as well.
Thank you, Tony. We'll see you back here hopefully tomorrow.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Okay. Bye, Tony. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, guys, if you haven't checked out Tony Brown over at pickdogs.com, make sure you do. He's absolutely dominating over on the NHL leaderboard, just racking up the money there. He really knows his hockey, like his motto. Tony is his name. Hockey is his game. But we're going to go over the rest of the games here. I'm pretty sure no one else is coming in. It's Tuesday, so you guys are kind of just stuck with me. We will have Al Ninos and Tony Brown both on tomorrow. Let's just jump up to the top of the board, you guys. We'll just work our way down. I'll give you out my free picks in all of these games. So let's jump right into it. The first game is the Detroit Red Wings and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, this total is at 7, you guys. I think we can easily go over the total of 7 in this one. When we look at the last game these two teams played, it was a 10-7 victory for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We just saw the goals just raining in. Now, I know Jack Campbell is excellent for the Toronto Maple Leafs, 39-6 on the season with a 2.7 goals against average. But what we've seen out of this Leafs team in their last 10, they are allowing that 3.4 goals per game. The Detroit Red Wings, though, haven't been scoring a ton of goals. Another way you can look at this is if you don't like the over 7 for the full game, you can look at the Toronto Maple Leafs team total over 4.5. And yes, I know it means they have to get 5 goals. In their last 10 games, they've averaged 3.6 goals per game. And I think they can get it against the Red Wings here, that allowing that 3.3. We've got Dylan Larkin out for the Red Wings. So that's the only caution I have with this total over 7, because we are counting on the Leafs to get 5. And the Red Wings to get the other 3. So I do prefer the Toronto Maple Leafs team total over that 4.5. You're paying -122 I'm seeing on FanDuel at the moment. So I definitely like that bet there. Now let's look at the next game on the board. We have the Florida Panthers taking on the Boston Bruins. Now the Bruins are the dog at home at +100 here, total of 6.5, -120 for the Florida Panthers. Now, Bobrovsky is expected in goal for the Panthers. He's 39-6-3 on the season with a 2.66 goals against average. In the last 10, the Panthers have been playing absolutely incredible hockey, going 9-1, averaging 4.5 goals per game and allowing only 2.8. Now, they average 37.6 shots on goal per game. They're offensively playing lights out. The Boston Bruins come in here with Ullmark expected in goal. He's 24-10-2 on the season with a 2.52 goals against average. They are 5-5 in their last 10, averaging a 2.4 goals per game and allowing that 2.5. They get 36.3 shots on goal per game. So when we look at these offenses, we've got the number 1 and number 2 offenses for their shots on goal per game. And no matter what these goalies do, because we do have outstanding goalies that can stand on their head, when they are getting the shots rained on them like this, I like the over. We've got a total of 6.5 in this one. And I do think we go over as long as these two teams keep up with these shots on goal, which, the Panthers, absolutely outstanding right now at that 4.5. Now we can look at the Panthers team total because I do think they are the stronger team in this matchup. And I do see them probably getting the win. The last time these teams did face off, it was a 3-2 win for the Boston Bruins. This was back in October. The Panthers team total is 3.5. Over 3.5, you're paying +110. If I had to pick between the total of 6.5 and the Panthers team total of 3.5, I think I would go with the total, the full game, over that 6.5. I just like how both these offenses are playing their shots on goal ratios. I think we do see it get over this total. The next game on the board, I'll have a 2-teamer at the end. Let me tell you my best 2-teamer here once we have gone over all of these games, so stick around. The next game on the board is the New Jersey Devils and the Ottawa Senators. Again, the Senators come in at -145, +125 for the Devils, and a total of 6.5. You guys, this is one of those games I absolutely don't love. Blackwood is confirmed for the New Jersey Devils, 9-9-3 on the season with a 3.29 goals against average. We got Forsberg here for the Ottawa Senators. He's 20-17-4 with a 2.82. If it comes down to which team I trust more because of their goalies, it's got to be the Ottawa Senators. The Senators are 4-0 in their last 4 games as a favorite. They're 4-1 in their last 5 versus the Eastern Conference and 5-2 in their last 7 overall. In their last 10, they've gone that 5-4-1, averaging a 2.9 goals per game and allowing that 3.1, with their defense letting them down. But the New Jersey Devils have lost their last 3 games. They are 3-5-2 in their last 10, averaging 2.5 goals and allowing that 3. I think this is a game for the Ottawa Senators to get a nice home win. The over is a nice trend between these two, with 5 of their last 6 games in Ottawa going to that over. But you guys, I think if I had to do anything, I'd just take the Senators, -145 here on the money line. The next game on the board is the Columbus Blue Jackets taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, Columbus comes in here at +320, -417 for the Tampa Bay Lightning, a total of 6.5. And you guys, we got Elvis expected for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, he's a better goalie at home than he is on the road. He allows an average of 3.24 goals per game on this season. The Columbus Blue Jackets are averaging 3 in their last 10 and allowing that 2.7 7 goals per game. They have struggled in all 4 of their last 4 meetings versus the Tampa Bay Lightning, failing to win any of the last 4 and going 1-4 in their last 5 meetings in Tampa Bay. I would love to get behind the Columbus Blue Jackets. I'd love to even get behind them on the puck line. They're 21-18 on the puck line versus a Tampa Bay Lightning team that hasn't been strong on the puck line at home, going 17-23 on that puck line at home. Vasilevskiy confirmed in goal for them. He's 37-18-5 on the season with a 2.49 goals against average. But I just can't get there with the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight. I think this is one of those games where Tampa could come out just with something to prove as they're going into the playoffs here. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10 games, averaging 4.5 goals per game and only allowing that 2.5. The favorite is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. I think the best way to take this game is to take the over 6.5, just because we look at Tampa's puck line record, and I can't lay it with them here. We'd even have to lay -2.5 for this bet to even have some value here for them on the puck line, and I'm not going there with them because we know the Columbus Blue Jackets, when they want to play spoiler, have been able to play some major upsets this season. So give me the over 6.5 in this. I think both these teams can get the goals and can get the goals. Even Columbus against Vasilevskiy, he hasn't looked exactly like himself in some of these games. The over has hit in 4 of the last 5 meetings. The Columbus Blue Jackets coming in off rest trend nicely to that over, going 7-3-1 in their last 11 games playing on the 1 day's rest. And the Lightning are 5-0 in their last 5 games as a home favorite to that over. So give me the over 6.5. I think it's the safest way to take this one. Now, the next game on the board is the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the New York Rangers. This is going to be a really interesting game. Carolina comes in here at +100, -120 for the New York Rangers. I'm excited for this game, you guys. Shesterkin expected for the New York Rangers. He's 36-12-4 on the season with a 2.03 goals against average. We look at the last 10, and these teams have been playing so similar, but the New York Rangers defense is absolutely lights out, and they're coming in rested into this one. The Rangers have gone 7-2-1 in their last 10, averaging 3.4 goals per game, only allowing a 4.1, and coming in here rested. Oh man, I think this team is going to be hard to beat on their home ice. We did see the Hurricanes win the last matchup. This was April, I believe, 12th, and the Hurricanes got a 4-2 win. They've been on the road a lot as of late. They've won their last 4 games, has been road games. I think this is time for a letdown spot for the Carolina Hurricanes here. They're a strong team, you guys, but I'm not seeing it happen tonight. I think you got to ride with the New York Rangers here on the money line. I also looked at a couple other ways to take this. We got a total of 5.5. You know, both of these teams can get the goals, with the Hurricanes coming in here at 3.6 in their last 10 and the Rangers at 3.4. But you guys, I think we're going to see a strong defensive battle in this one. I think we're going to see the defenses coming out hard and strong, with the Rangers being the dominant team here. I looked at the Carolina Hurricanes team total, and now we got a team total of 2.5. And I know it's hard to swallow here, but I don't think they hit 3 goals against Shesterkin and the Rangers. And to get them under 2.5 is +104. So keep your fingers crossed, you guys. I think this is a low scoring game where these defenses start playing playoff style hockey. So give me the under 2.5 at +104. The next game on the board is the Edmonton Oilers taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. We've got the Edmonton Oilers coming in here as the dog, plus 125. The Penguins minus 145, and a total of 6.5. And you guys, this game, it's going to be a hard one. Now, normally with the Edmonton Oilers, with Mike Smith confirmed in goal, I was riding the over, but Mike Smith has seemed to wake up. I'm going to take the under in this game. We look at what the Oilers defense has been doing in their last 10. They're only allowing an average of 1.9 goals per game. I think this is going to be a lower scoring, again, game led by the defenses. The Pittsburgh Penguins in their last 10 have only allowed that average of 2.7. Both these teams rolling in just over 3 goals per game in their last 10. But you guys, I really do think this is a 3-2 game at the most. I don't see this hitting 7 goals. The under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in Pittsburgh. It's also 4-1 in the Oilers' last 5 road games, and 9-3 in the Penguins' last 12 games in a third game in a 3-4 day situation. And Smith is confirmed for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now he's 10-5-5 on the season with a 2.72 goals against average. I just really do see a lower scoring one. So give me the under 6.5 in this matchup. If I had to pick a side, I think I'd have to go with the Penguins. I'm not rushing to bet it at minus 149 here. The favorite is 16-15 in the last 21. And the Oilers have struggled facing the Pittsburgh Penguins. They've gone 1-6 in their last 7 games as a road underdog as well. And versus the Pittsburgh Penguins, they were 2-7 in their last 9 meetings in Pittsburgh, 7-19 in their last 26 meetings overall. So, yeah, give me the under 6.5. Let's move on to the next game. We have the New York Islanders taking on the Washington Capitals. Now the Islanders are plus 160 here on the money line, minus 179 on the money line for the Washington Capitals, and this total is at 6. Now, we have Shesterkin expected for the Islanders. He's 25-17-8 on the season with a 2.38 goals against average. In their last 10 games, you guys, this Islanders team has struggled. They've lost the last 5. They're now 3-6-1 in their last 10, averaging only 2.5 goals and allowing a 3.5. I think the Capitals are rolling in here just so hot. They're 7-1-2 in their last 10, averaging 4.5 goals per game and allowing that 3. With all the goals both these teams are giving up, though, I do think this is another under game. I'm not loving a side in this one. I can't lay minus 179 with the Washington Capitals here. I can't take them on the puck line, and there's not enough value for me on the New York Islanders on that puck line either. Neither of these teams has been dominant on that puck line, with the Islanders going 16-24 on the puck line on the road, and the Washington Capitals going 14-26 on that puck line at home. So for myself, the only way I'd take it is the under 6, and I still don't absolutely love that there. So this game is one that will not be making my card. Just if I had to bet it, you guys, the only way I'd take it would be the under 6. Now, I'm excited to see how my Calgary Flames do tonight against the Nashville Predators. The Calgary Flames enter here at minus 140. Nashville Predators at plus 120. And again, we've got a total of 6 in this one. And you guys, I look at this, and for all it hurts me, I can't ride with my Calgary Flames tonight. Calgary is in a situation they are coasting into the playoffs. Yes, do they want the win? Absolutely. But they've got all road games now to finish up the season here. I really do think while they do play a strong game, I don't think they play a game that is urgent and as needed as the Nashville Predators. We have the Predators coming in here. They're fighting still for a chance at the playoffs. I can see them pulling out this win, and a plus 120. I think the value is all there. Hate to say it. Saros is expected for the Nashville Predators now. He's a 38-25-3 on the season with a 2.63 goals against average. He in the last 10, the Predators have gone 4-4-2, averaging 2.2 and allowing that 3.5. Calgary is the better team, but there's a situation here where we could see these two teams facing up in the playoffs. And how strong is Calgary going to come out tonight with a couple more road games on there to get under their belts to finish up the week. Calgary doesn't want to get hurt. Calgary just is coming out to play this game. It doesn't matter to them if they win or lose here. Nothing is going to change for them. While they are competitive athletes, and I get that, I just think Nashville is going to dig harder. We saw Nashville win the last matchup back April 19th, 3-2 over the Calgary Flames. I can't talk, you guys. The Predators are 5-2 in their last 7 games, playing on that 1 day's rest, which they come in on. And one thing you can't get past when you look at these two teams, the underdog has actually gone 17-4 in the last 21 games. The underdog is the Nashville Predators here. It's really pointing at them. The Flames have gone 0-4 in their last 4 meetings against the Nashville Predators. I can't get there with my Flames. Would I like them to win? Absolutely. Are they the better team? Absolutely they are. But I don't think they get it tonight. So give me the Nashville Predators. And I think we do see a lower scoring defensive game again in this one. I do like the under 6. I think we're looking at the start of strong playoff hockey here defensively with this game as well. Now, the next game on the board is the Arizona Coyotes taking on the Minnesota Wild. Now, I told you guys this was one of those games where you got a Wild team. Who is the better team? Minus 600. It's gross. Who wants to put that kind of money? Just like Tony said, you can't lay minus 600 money lines. Well, you can, but in my opinion, you're just you're asking for the books to take your money, because we know upsets happen, and you bet 10 games like this. Sure, you win 9, but you lose that 1. And I would rather not do that. Now, the Arizona Coyotes are plus 450. I can't smell an upset happening in this one. I'd love to say sprinkle some money on the Arizona Coyotes. I'd love to see them come out and win, but I don't see it happening. Total of 6.5 in this one. We got Fleury expected in goal for the Wild. Now, we all know how well Fleury's been doing. It's not even a conversation who's the better team here, you guys. We just have to look at the thing as, where's the motivation going to be at? I can't take the Arizona Coyotes on that puck line. I think you get them plus 2.5. You're getting still plus money there. But they're 19-20 on the road on that puck line. This team is only averaging 1.7 goals per game and allowing 5.3. Looking at the Minnesota Wild, there is value. There is a way we can bet this team without paying ridiculous money to the books. I think the best way to take this is the Minnesota Wild in that first period. Now, we hit them in the first period on the money line. We're still paying juice at minus 138, 136. But we're not paying minus 600. And I think we'll see a Minnesota Wild team come out strong. No matter how they come out for the rest of the game, I'm confident that they're going to come out strong in this first period in front of their home crowd. They're 8-0-2 in their last 10 games, averaging 4.6 goals per game and allowing that 3. They are off an overtime win over the Nashville Predators. And when we've seen this team come in off an overtime win as a home favorite in the following game, they've won their last 5 first periods. So I do like the Wild in the first. We have them facing Calgary. Now, they face Calgary on Thursday, and then they finish the season facing the Colorado Avalanche on deck on Friday. So all of their games now are at home. If I was looking for them to get a dominating win, I think we could probably look for that dominating win on Friday when it's the very last home game of the season, just to come out and put on a big show, get ready, get pumped for playoffs. I think we look at those teams that are making the playoffs, and in that last home game or that last big game where they want to make a statement for everyone going into the playoffs, that's when you take them to go big. I'm not taking them to go big in this one, laying 2.5 and still getting negative juice on that, paying juice on it. So I'm not going to go there, but in that first period, I will at minus 138. Now, the next game on the board, we did talk Vegas and Dallas with Tony Brown. So I will bookmark when he came in. We talked that. If you did miss it, you'll have to go back and check it out. I will recap all the bets at the end, though, like normal, you guys. Now we have the St. Louis Blues taking on the Colorado Avalanche. 6.5 is the total here. The St. Louis Blues plus 150 and minus 169 for the Avs. Huso is expected in goal for the St. Louis Blues. He is 25-6-6 on the season with a 2.47 goals against average. Kemper is expected for the Avs. Now he's 36-12-3 on the season with a 2.51 goals against average. Both of these goalies are outstanding. I look at what the St. Louis Blues have been doing in the last 10, and they have been blowing teams away. They're 9-0-1 in their last 10, averaging 5 goals per game. This is a St. Louis Blues team that has been known for its defense, not such strong offense. Their offense has been playing absolutely incredible. And defensively, they're still playing lights out, only allowing that 2.7 goals per game in their last 10. The Colorado Avalanche, they've been playing well in the last 10, going 6-4. They've been averaging 3.9 goals per game and allowing that 3.2. So allowing a little bit too much for my liking for this team. I'm not laying minus 160, 70 with the Avs. I'm going to take the St. Louis Blues in this one. I think they have every opportunity to get this win, and the value is there taking them at plus 150. We look at these two teams when they have matched up, and the road team is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. We see a St. Louis Blues team coming in off rest. They're 7-1 in the last 8 games, playing on that 1 day's rest. And they're also 14-2 in their last 16 games overall. I think it's just a complete, like you just said, they've been money makers. And I think this is the best time to take them again in this game against the Colorado Avalanche, who they're solidified in their playoff spot. I think the Blues' home ice advantage can change if they get this win tonight and one more. I'd have to look at that. That's one thing that I was looking at, was that this game does mean a lot to the St. Louis Blues for that home ice. And it might just be this game. They might get home ice advantage if they win this one. So let's ride with the St. Louis Blues here at plus 150. I absolutely love it. I do think we're going to see goals in this. I know we have 2 outstanding goalies, but I think this one will come down to a higher scoring game, which I can't believe I even say with the St. Louis Blues. And now this hasn't been a team that you think of with a lot of goals, but averaging 5 goals in their last 10. It's something you can't turn away from when we got only a total of 6.5, because all 5 of their last 5 meetings between these two have gone over the total. Now, the next game on the board is the Seattle Kraken taking on the Vancouver Canucks. We have a total in this one up to 6.5 now, you guys. Minus 185 for the Canucks, plus 165 for the Seattle Kraken. I don't know. I don't love this game. You guys have got Grubauer expected for the Kraken, 18-30-5 on the season, 3.14 goals against average. Spencer Martin expected for the Vancouver Canucks. He's 1-0-2 for the season. 1-0-2 for the season, if I can talk, with a 1.59 goals against average. Really? This game doesn't mean much at all. I think we actually, for once, have an over game here between these two. The Kraken are averaging 2.6 goals per game in the last 10, allowing that 2.7, while we have a Vancouver Canucks team that has been putting up the goals in their last 10 games, going 6-2-2, averaging 4.3 and allowing 2.7. The Canucks also come in rested, which trends strongly to that over, going 5-1 in their last 6, playing on 2 days rest. And the Canucks was playing against winning teams below 400. They are 6-1-1 to that over. The Kraken also coming in rested equals the over for them as well. I know we don't look at the Kraken and equal a team that scores a lot, but they do off this rest, off 2 days rest. They are 3-1-2 to that over in their last 6 games. I think this one, you guys, if you don't have to bet it, just stay off it. I don't think it's one of those games I would be rushing to the window any time in the season, and especially this late. The Seattle Kraken and the Vancouver Canucks, let's face it, these two teams are ready to get on the golf course, and that is in their minds. When you look for upset teams that like to pull off these upsets, neither of these teams really come to mind of teams wanting to dig hard to finish the season. So the last game on the board is the Anaheim Ducks taking on the San Jose Sharks. We got minus 135 for the Sharks here at home, plus 115 for the Anaheim Ducks, and a total of 6. Now, we can look at this a couple of ways. Reimer is expected for the San Jose Sharks. He's 19, 17, and 9 on the season with a 2.85 goals against average. This team is playing for pride. This is one of those teams that is playing hard, but not equaling much. They're 3, 4, and 3 in their last 10, averaging that 2.5 and allowing 2.7. Gibson expected for the Anaheim Ducks. Now, once, Gibson was a name that we really took notice to. He hasn't had a great season this year, going 18, 26, and 11, 3.21 goals against average. We look at the Ducks. They are 2, 6, and 2 in their last 10, averaging 2.7 and allowing 3.8. But the Ducks have played the San Jose Sharks strong, going 5-1 in their last 6 meetings. I don't know, you guys. This is another game that I don't see why you'd bet it. I think it's just a pointless game to bet. We have the San Jose Sharks won the last matchup back in March, end of March, probably the 25th, 26th-ish in there. It was a 4-1 win for the Sharks. The favorites 9-4 in their last 13 meetings. So one way we could take this is we could take the Sharks in that first period to come out strong. I don't like them at minus 130. What is it? Minus 135, 137 here on the money line for the full game. I just think we'll make some money on it because I'm pretty sure they come out and get the win, but I don't love it. We can take them in the first period, though. I would rather go big and take them first period plus 152 to come out here and get a nice win at the start of the game. They've won their last 4 first periods as home favorites. So give me them in the first period. And if I had to look at the total, I'd probably go on the under. Okay, guys, I was just reading your comments here. I want to say a big hi to everyone who is here with me now. Really appreciate you guys being here and joining me for Puckin Crazy. Now, the season is coming to an end, but we will be here for all the playoffs. I'm going to be asking all of our regulars to come back for whatever days they can come out for these playoff games to go over them. So it definitely won't be going away Puckin Crazy, so stick around for that, you guys. Appreciate you. Okay, let's do a quick recap here. Before my voice gives out, I feel like it is really raspy today, so I completely apologize to you guys for that. Let's go to the top of the board here, and we'll go over these games. I'll give you guys just a breakdown of my best bets. I'm going to bookmark this for when you guys go back and you're placing those bets. So the Red Wings and the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'm going to take how I'll do it is I'll tell you guys my favorite bet and then my other ones after that I like. So my favorite bet in this game for a free play is the team total of the Toronto Maple Leafs over 4.5 at minus 122. And then I think you can look at the over for the full game. The Florida Panthers taking on the Boston Bruins. I'm going to take the over a 6.5 for the full game. I think you could break that down and take the Panthers team total over 3.5 at plus 110 as well. The New Jersey Devils and the Ottawa Senators, again, not rushing to the window with this one. I take the Senators with Forsberg in goal at minus 145. The Columbus Blue Jackets and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I think this is just an easy said and done over 6.5 in this. The Carolina Hurricanes and the New York Rangers. I don't know why I want to say New Jersey Devils today against the Carolina Hurricanes. I know that's not the case. It's the New York Rangers here. I like the New York Rangers minus 120 here on the money line. And I think if my second best bet here is the Carolina Hurricanes at team total under 2.5 at plus 104. The Edmonton Oilers taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. I would lean on the Penguins here, but you guys, that juice is getting high. Give me the under 6.5 for my favorite bet in that one. The New York Islanders and the Washington Capitals. I can't lay on the Islanders with how many losses they've had as of late, but I can't put that money on the Washington Capitals here at -1, almost 80. Give me the under 6 in this one. The Calgary Flames and the Nashville Predators. Hate to say it, but I'm going to take the Nashville Predators with that beautiful plus money over my Calgary Flames. I just think they have more to play for. My next best bet in this one would be the under 6. The Arizona Coyotes and the Minnesota Wild. I'm going to take the first period for the Minnesota Wild. Pay a little bit of juice at -138. But just that first period, you guys, please don't go like 600 with them for the full game. The Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. I'm going to lean on the over 5.5 in this one. Tony Brown is coming in here with Vegas on the money line at -110 here and that first period. And I absolutely love that first period. We're getting the first period at +184 as well. I think the safest bet for this game, and there's no such thing as a safe bet, but if this game plays out like I believe it's going to, Vegas definitely will get 3 goals in this game. The over 2.5 for the team total for Vegas, it's a little bit juiced at -140, so shop that line, see if you can get better. But I think that is your safest way to take this game. And then I would take Vegas in the first period at +184, and then I would take Vegas for the full game and the over 5.5. In that order, that is how I like this game breaking down. The St. Louis Blues and the Colorado Avalanche. I'm going to take the St. Louis Blues at +150 on that money line, and I think you can lean on the over 6.5. The Seattle Kraken and the Vancouver Canucks. Don't love this game, you guys. I don't think it's worth betting, but if you have to, take the over 6.5. The Anaheim Ducks and the San Jose Sharks, another game which I don't think it's worth betting, but if you have to, I think the best bet here is the San Jose Sharks in that first period at +152, and then the Sharks probably for the full game at -137. But like I said, I don't absolutely love it. Good question here, Robert. Let's look at the St. Louis Blues in that first period. What value we're getting there. It's one I didn't look at here because I do love them with that value in for the full game at that +150. In the first period, you can get the St. Louis Blues at +220. You can get a tie at +210 and the Colorado Avalanche at +138. There's just one thing I just want to look at here, if you guys don't mind bearing with me, is how strong these two teams do come out in their first periods and what the difference is between those two. It's just going to take me a second to pull this up here. And if you guys can just wait that second, I'll definitely give you an answer if I do like them in that first period here. Now, when we look at, okay, so the St. Louis Blues and the Colorado Avalanche. So we're getting the Blues at +150 for the full game. Now, when we look at the St. Louis Blues for the first or for all their periods, they win 32.5% of their first periods, 51.3% of the second, and 48.8% of the third. Now let's just look at the Colorado Avalanche in comparison. They come out, they get 40.5% of their first periods, 36.7% of their seconds, and 48.1% of their third periods. I'm not loving the St. Louis Blues in that first period. While I do think it could happen, I think you might be safer with both teams to score. You can get both teams to score at +130. I think both these teams do come out strong in the first period. We could look at the over 1.5 goals in that first period as well. and that's a minus 172 there. So we don't have the value. Now, I see you saying maybe in the second, and yeah, you're probably better off in the second because we do have the Blues winning 51.3% of the second period, with the Colorado Avalanche kind of slumping. It is the weakest period for the Colorado Avalanche in the second and the strongest period for the St. Louis Blues in that second. So if you're looking to take a period, I would probably take the St. Louis Blues in that second period. Or another way to take this is in-game betting. If we see the Blues get down in that first period with Colorado coming out stronger, you might want to, if you've seen enough out of the St. Louis Blues to believe that they're going to win it for the full game, take them before the second period starts again on that money line, or to win that second period, because we do know that is their strongest period overall. But you guys, I really appreciate you joining me here for Puckin Crazy. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern. Al Ninos and Tony Brown will both be on. I'm going to ask Dana Lane to come on as well as we wrap up this week. So expect him probably Thursday. Give him a bit of a heads up that I want him to come on. But you guys, thank you. Have a great night. All the best in all of your bets. And remember, if you're looking for anyone's premium bets at Pick Dogs here, make sure you head on over to pickdogs.com. You can find them all under that premium tab. But you guys, keep smiling and you know the drill. Let's make some puckin' money tonight. Bye, guys.